Hello, I wanted to share a real life nutrition strategy for this person who's really busy. They lack a lot of time in terms of prep, in terms of being able to execute their food and nutrition. And so here I took a picture of our talk yesterday that we went over. And in the top left corner, we went over the kind of basic rules and guidelines that she has to work around. She works at a desk, it's in an executive hallway. So there's a lot of doctors and very big business professionals in there, and so there's some rules that we can you can have food out, but we're not having gourmet meals out, having a lot of smells in the air and everything. So the rules of the game were the prep has to be limited for her. Can't have a fork. She doesn't want to eat broccoli all the time, okay? And so what we came up with is a variety of different things. Now, the work option we came up with, or directly below that, we've got a protein shakes that could be 20 to 40 grams of protein. We came up with having a chicken or turkey sandwich. Sandwich being just a super easy option to have some food and be able to get it into her so she's not going all day. And what really kind of resulted in us doing this was that she skipped breakfast, just missed, was really busy in the morning, didn't plan for that, got into work, found out that she had to work through work. Shocker, probably a common, something that commonly happens in your world. And so what happened there is that she ended up not being able to eat till like later in the day. So it'd been many, many hours, and that does not set us up for success in terms of burning fat, in terms of eating good, healthy foods, because willpower gets low, and you're just starving. So back to the work options. We came up with cut up vegetables. Came up with cubed chicken, a quiche if you made up, say, a dozen eggs in a casserole dish, bunch of chopped up vegetables, cut that up into 6 pieces. You're going to get roughly 12, you're going to get roughly 2 eggs per sixth of the quiche. We have a Quest bar. I love Quest bars. It's really good macro profile of roughly 25 carbs. Protein's around 20, fats around 10, 8 to 10, and fiber is like 13. So really good, tastes pretty good. A low sugar fruit, and we also have some fruit with that, and then hard-boiled eggs. So these are some examples of things that she can take to work, just off the top of the head, just things that she could agree upon and start implementing. Now, we get 1 or 2 weeks in, and then she can start to experiment with other options that can work for her in her particular work setting. But this is just to get her off and running, and we can build on it from there. Now, to directly to the right of that, we have just things that she needs to be doing. So prep work, we have frozen vegetables, rooted vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and the like. We get into doing crock pot recipes, oatmeal, rotisserie chicken, canned tuna. So those are going to be things that can be readily available and made quickly, so that even with limited prep time, she can execute on. And in the top right, we have the times of the days that she generally eats. She doesn't necessarily eat all those times, but those are options for her to eat. And we talked about 7 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. being the larger meals of the day, and kind of breaking down, if she were to have like 5 or 6 meals, that's kind of a general calorie, like 250 calories, 30 carbs, 20 protein, 10 fat is an ideal meal. And what it kind of needs to look like to have 5 well-balanced proportional meals throughout the day. That's not necessarily a hard rule, but it can definitely work for her. And knowing that we have real small kind of snack portion size meals in the middle of the day, and have a larger meal at 7 a.m. and 5:30 p.m., then she's off to a really good start. So wanted to share this with you. This was a real world, real life, super busy, packed schedule, have limited time. This is what we came up with, and wanted to share that with you. So I hope you appreciate this. If you need help coming up with a real world situation strategy, a long-term approach to this health and nutrition game, I'd love to help you. All you got to do is simply reach out, because we can get a conversation started and get going from there. And then we can take it from there, really. So if you're open to that, you can message me, and that would be probably the easiest way to get going. All right, thank you, and I hope this was helpful for you. Talk soon.